Hey, it's the annual Army Navy game, and guess what? I can't be there. So, hey, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my tailgate chili right here at home and enjoy it in the comfort of my own living room. So, hey, stand by.
Hey, so right about now, I would normally be in the parking lot over at the stadium, rustling up some grub, hanging out with my buds. And, so I'm going to start right out with this episode one of my two-part Army-Navy sort of tailgate sort of thing. And I'm going to get my shout out of the way real soon because I'm missing all these guys today. And we normally go to every Navy game, home game, and we also all go to the Army Navy game every year as a group. And this shout outs to all my chief buddies, all my brothers out there gosh, I don't know how many years now we've been going to this Army Navy game with our families. But hey, so this shout out is going out to Bob Kettenheim, Scott Weaver, George Wigfield, Tom Harold, and Rich. Rich isn't a chief, and it's kind of weird. You're not gonna believe this. Well, Rich is all Navy, wears all the Navy garb and everything, but dude was in the Army. I don't get it. I really don't. But he cheers the Navy, every game, and now maybe I don't know. Maybe he's got some sort of secret out there I don't know about. But anyways, shout out to all my buds, all of our family members. It's been too long. This is like a bittersweet day for us all as well because we all just love getting Army Navy, and then when it's over, the game is over. It's kind of really sad because we don't really. We maybe get together one or two other times during the year, but it's a long off season between the Army Navy game and the next home game of the season, which is usually the beginning of September. But hey, anyways, there's my shout out to all the gang, and I'm sure I'm going to throw some pictures in here of some of our tailgates and all that as well. A lot of good stuff going on here in the next couple episodes. So what I'm going to make a 3-bean turkey and beer chili. In this episode, my next episode, I'm experimenting. Big time. I've never even made this. I haven't even done a test on this. And so in my next episode is going to be something really cool, I think. I think it's going to taste good. We'll find out. But it's going to be like an Italian taco. So more to follow on that. But right now, let's get down to the turkey chili. Because this is super simple. And I think you're going to like it.
And to start out our chili, what we're going to do is take one green bell pepper and put a rough chop on this. And I have 3 jalapenos that I've cleaned here, so I'm going to go ahead and put a fine chop on these and add them to my other peppers. And now we're going to take 1 onion and we'll put a rough chop on that as well. And now we're going to take about a half a cup of cilantro, fresh, and we're going to chop that up. And we'll throw that in with our peppers. Since we're making turkey chili, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan first and do a little preheating. Then I'm going to add 3 pounds of ground turkey to my pan and start browning. Hey, and to break up our meat, I'm going to use my meat muddler. I love this thing. So let's break up this meat and we'll get to browning it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my peppers, my onions, and my cilantro. I'm going to add them to my turkey. Even though it's not completely browned yet, that's fine. I'll go ahead and finish browning it off while I saute the vegetables. I'm also going to go ahead and add my cumin. It's about 2 tablespoons of cumin powder. I'm going to add some chili powder, about 2 tablespoons. I'm also going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of my salt and pepper mixture. Now let's go ahead and give this a good stir, and we'll continue browning. Now this is looking pretty good, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and add about 20 ounces of beer to this. And I'll give it a stir. Hey, and back in the day when I had my coffee shop, I'd be using coffee in this, and it's really good. So hey, if you don't want beer, try coffee. Coffee works great. Now this is looking pretty good right about here, so let's go ahead and put a top on this, and we'll cook it off for a few minutes. Now I also have about a quarter cup of pickled jalapenos that I've chopped up. So I'm going to throw those into the pot. And now I'm going to start adding my tomatoes. One large can of crushed tomatoes. And now come the beans. So I have 3 beans. First of all, I'm going to put the black beans in along with the liquid. And go in here and scrape all the beans out of there and get everything I can out of that can. And into the pot goes a whole can of red kidney beans along with the liquid. And finally, what we're going to throw in here is my last can of beans, and I'm going to throw a whole can of pinto beans in there, again, with all the liquid. So let's give this a really good stir here. Then we'll go ahead and put the top on it, and then we'll let this simmer for about, I don't know, a good 2 hours. I like to cook it slow and low, let all that good flavor develop into the chili. So it's looking good, it's smelling good, and we'll let it cook. So before we put the cover on, let's just give it a little taste, see if there's any adjusting we need to do before we put this on a simmer. So, yep, that's good. A-okay. So let's get the lid on this. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. We saw it. Let's get the lid on this and we'll get it going.
Hey, so it's been about 2 hours that my chili's been simmering. It's looking good. It's smelling good. It's at the consistency I like it. I don't like my chili thick. But if you wanted to thicken this up, all you would really need to do to it, I wouldn't add any flour or anything to it. I like to go in there with an immersion blender and just let it naturally thicken by grinding up some of the contents of the chili. But as you can see, this is looking really, really good. So one thing left to do is to go in for a taste. So I'm going to go ahead and put some into my bowl. I'm going to throw a little bit of cilantro in here. And I've got a lime just in case I want some lime. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little squirt of lime. And let's try this out. The best thing is about this is that I can just have a bowl today, but I got some nice snappy hot dogs in there. So I'm probably going to have a bowl of chili. Maybe at halftime I might even have a chili dog. So anyways, here we go. My 3-bean turkey beard chili. I used to make it with coffee back in the day when I had my coffee shop. I switched to beer when I got out of that. Smoking. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's all about chili there. You know, if it was a cold Army Navy game, you know, this would warm you right up. And it's not too cold out here today, but it's still going to be really good. It's still going to go on a hot dog at some point during the game. And maybe tomorrow it'll be even better. a couple days from now, it'll be even better than that. That's the thing about like stews and chilies. It seems like the longer they sit in your fridge, maybe for a couple of days, I wouldn't leave it in there for a month, but for a couple of days, you know, it keeps developing flavor. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share.